In this episode, I go over my top 5 picks for New Comic Book Day coming out next week, March 2nd, 2022. What's going on, everybody? Justin here, aka No Good Comics, and welcome back to the channel. In this episode, I'm going over my top 5 picks for New Comic Book Day coming out next week, March 2nd, 2022. Again, cannot believe that we are hitting March here. It's crazy. It's been crazy. But yeah, these are the top 5 books that I'm looking forward to most for next week. So if you're here to hear me out on that, then make sure you smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and of course I'll have a couple of honorable mentions, and make sure you stick around for after the top 5 list because I do have my cover buy of the week that I will also share as well. So first off, some honorable mentions. I wanted to note that Nita Hawes' Nightmare Blog issue number 5 is coming out next week. It did not make my top 5 only because I haven't been fully kept up on this series, and partially because I'm still catching up on Philadelphia. So I've been trying to catch up more on that first before I dive into the rest of this. But issue 1 was great. I hear nothing but fantastic things about this series. So wanted to just mention that that's definitely on my radar. And then the other thing I was going to note here, it's really not an honorable mention per se, but wanted to note that Dark Knights of Steel, it looks like it's coming out with a 3-issue miniseries, or a 3-issue trade of the first 3 issues of Dark Knights of Steel. I know it's 12 issues total, that series. I don't know why they're putting out a collection of 3. I don't know if that's going to be enlarged somehow or what the deal is. But yeah, anybody in the comment section below, I'm curious if you guys know what's going on with this. Because I would just think they wouldn't do any collected editions and then just wait till 12 issues and then they would just, you know, release that as a collected edition. I don't know. I've never seen this as broken down. Are they just going to do every 3 issues, a new hardcover or something? I don't know. That seems over the top. But anyways, just something else I wanted to mention here real quick. Also, before I go any further, big shout out to the Premiered Chat. Thank you all so much for hanging out. Appreciate you. And let me know of this list here in the comment section below if you're getting any of these 5. It's a good mix of DC and Marvel. I don't think... Wow, actually, there are no indies on this list this time around. But speaking of indies, I will do one more honorable mention that I wanted to say earlier, and that is I see that New Burn issue number 4 is on this list to come out for March 2nd. I don't know if that's accurate though, because issue number 3 just came out like a week ago or 2 weeks ago, and I know that had been delayed a few times, so I don't know if like they're gonna just play catch up and just still release this on the day that they're first aiming, or if that's just wrong and they're gonna, you know, come out with it later since issue 3 got delayed. I feel like it's not going to come out yet, but who knows? It's on the list right now. So if you're, I am enjoying New Burn. I just feel like it's going to be pushed back. Anyways, I want to get into the top 5 picks. So let's kick that off. And coming in at number 5 is Strange. Yes, it's very weird. No, the name of the book is called Strange. It's Doctor Strange. It's the new series that's out right now, or coming out by Jed MacKay. Jed MacKay's been writing The Death of Doctor Strange, which was basically 5 or 6 mini series that was building up to what we're leading to right now, as there is a new Sorcerer Supreme, which obviously, looking at this cover, you can see it is Clea, I think's how you say her name. Clea's, I know, one of Doctor Strange's girlfriends or ex-girlfriends, or however you want to put it. I don't know if you've read The Death of Doctor Strange. It was very good. I really enjoyed it, and that's why I want to continue with this. Also, I've just been on a Doctor Strange kick lately. I just did a Lego hangout not too long ago and even built Gargantos Showdown Lego set. It was a lot of fun. So yeah, just a Doctor Strange kick. Obviously, the film's coming out. Maybe that's with all the hype and everything. But yeah, wanted to keep on with this, and especially Jed MacKay. He's been doing such a great job with a lot of the different things he has been putting out. Shout out to like Moon Knight, which I heard is really good too. Actually, that probably should have been an honorable mention as well, because I think the new Moon Knight issues coming out this week coming up, but I haven't been keeping up on it. So, anyways, yeah, this is a new Sorcerer Supreme here, Clea. And she's now in charge. So I'm not sure where this is going to go. I don't know if this is an ongoing or not. It doesn't say here, but that would be cool. That would be cool. There are a ton of variants for this, of course. But yeah, so definitely interested in that. Marcelo Ferreira doing the artwork, and let's see, the cover artist here, Bjorn Behrens, doing the cover that we're looking at right here. So anyways, that's going to be my number 5 pick of the week, Strange. Actually, now that I think about it, oh no, it does. Well, the cover doesn't say issue 1, so I was just wondering if it's like Is it a one shot? It's not a one shot. It's got to be more than that. Anyways, all right. I'm gonna go into my number 4 pick of the week, and actually, it's another issue number 1. It's a DC book, Batman Killing Time. Yes, I know, another Batman title. I know it's a lot. It's a lot. But the reason I am going to give this a shot is because it is written by Tom King, and I know, Tom King, Batman. A lot of people don't like some of the work he's done in the past. But, yeah, I feel like I'm just like swinging and missing here, but I'm still going to give it a shot because it is a 6-issue miniseries. And Tom King, he is a specialist, at least in my opinion, and a majority of his, miniseries, maxi series that he's been putting out have, for the majority, been very good. Very good. Like Visions, loved that. Loved Supergirl that just wrapped up. Woman of Tomorrow, loved that. So, yeah. Because of that, I'm going to give this a shot. Probably not buy it physically. I'll probably buy it digitally. But, yeah, I definitely want to at least give it a shot here. As it's, see what direction. I don't even know what direction it is. I mean, I see the villains that are involved with this, Riddler, and you got Catwoman chilling, getting close to Riddler. Don't know, what that's about. But, yeah, anyways, we will see. You got who are the other two? Killer Croc and Penguin as well. So, I'm down. And also the artist, David Marquez. Don't know too much about him, but, this cover looks pretty cool, so I'm down. That's going to be my number 4 pick of the week, Batman Killing Time, issue number 1 of 6. All right, going into my number 3 pick, going back to Marvel here, got to go with some mutants. X-Men issue number 9 is coming out. Been really enjoying the series. I know that Hickman's gone. I know a lot of people have, kind of put it to the wayside or dropped X titles altogether. I know some people who are just not interested anymore, but I also know some people who are very interested, and I think that it's worth it. I have very optimistic, a very optimistic mindset on kind of where the X-Men are going, the X titles are going. The new creative team that has taken over now that Hickman is out of being involved with any of this stuff. I'm very hopeful. So with that being said, X-Men so far, the main title has been very, very good. I love the character development that they've been doing and focusing on some of the newer mutants who I am not as familiar with. One being Sync, who's been a very popular, to me, he's been popular in my head, of learning more about him. And I got to give a shout out to Jason. He's the one who's really opened my mind to learning more about Sync and getting an understanding of his character and the role he plays within a lot of this stuff, both Hickman stuff and the stuff that's after Hickman. So, last issue was awesome. I know there's like some random curveballs with like MODOK being involved. That was a little bit random, but they have goals of where they're going with this, so I have faith in following along here. Jerry Duggan doing the writing, Carlos Villa doing the artwork in this one. The cover that we're looking at is done by Marte Garcia. Gracia. Just a cover full of villains, that's not fair to say. They're robots. Do we call them villains? Yeah, I guess they're villains. They're not. Yeah. It depends whose side you're on, right? I just like that they listed here the Quiet Council of Krakoa, the Great Ring of Araco, and the Central Column of Orcus. 3 ruling bodies, all about to make vital decisions that will affect their people for years to come. And the X-Men are caught in the crossfire. So, yeah, that's interesting. And actually, now looking closer at this, I can't tell who that is. There is somebody on the floor looking pretty dead, actually. Anyways, I've been enjoying it. I'm actually doing a reread right now with my friend Candace. We're rereading the House of X, Powers of 10. So, yeah, just kind of reliving some of that stuff. Really exciting. And I loved all that stuff. So, yeah, this is the build-up. I'm going with X-Men issue number 9 for my number 3 pick overall. Let me know if you are reading some of the X titles right now, what your thoughts are on this, if you're going to continue to give it a shot, or if you do not like it. Sorry, that is my dog. You okay? Are you okay? Come here. Come here. Oh, okay, coming in at number 2, I am going with Dark Knights of Steel issue number 5. And again, I mentioned Dark Knights of Steel earlier with that collected release. Still not sure what that's about, but really excited because I'm really enjoying this series. It's Tom Taylor, of course, sign me up for that. Yasmin Putri doing an excellent job, beautiful interior artwork, as well as well, actually the cover here I should note is Dan Mara, who's been fantastic as well. So yeah, just a fun spin on the DC characters. We're almost halfway through now. It's a 12-issue miniseries. I've talked about this before on my channel, and I think just a couple weeks ago, it had a cover by one of my picks as a cover by of the week. So, yeah, the artwork's been fantastic. The story's been a lot of fun, very dark, and just again a spin on the DC characters as if they were in the medieval time period. So a lot of relationships are different. A lot of the character backgrounds are different. So you got to go into this kind of openly to knowing that this is not your average DC book or your average Batman and whatever, so or Justice League. So yeah, but it's number 2 on my list for a reason. To me, that's how good the series has been. So if you're curious, if you're wondering, there's no prior reading required before this, so you can just jump in at issue 1 and just go for it. Or if you want to wait for the trade, I'm sure there's going to be a nice hardcover edition of this series when it comes out, which yes, I will be buying. But yeah, so that's going to be my number 2 pick of the week, Dark Knights of Steel issue number 5. All right, going to wrap this up. Before I get into number 1, take a moment, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Again, big shout out to everybody in the Premiere chat right now. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. This Saturday, very excited to be talking to my good friend Patrick, aka Big Lion Cat, over on for Comic Collector Origins. It's been a long time coming. We've been working this out, so looking forward to that. Again, that's Saturday, 2 o'clock Eastern. And then also this Saturday, we will be doing our comic book team up. Me and Victoria, Read Across the Stars. This was a show we had planned a little while ago. We had to reschedule for this Saturday, so we're looking forward to that. And of course, we're going to be joined by John from John's Comics with Kids and his daughters, Kate and Charlie. So I'm really excited for that as well. So if you're around, that's going to be 4 o'clock Eastern this Saturday, shortly after my Comic Collector Origins. So those 2 shows in the works coming up this weekend. Otherwise, yeah, a lot of fun things just in general coming up. So looking forward to all that. Yeah, so let's get into my number 1 pick. My number 1 pick, I am super pumped for. So pumped, I'm gonna hit the hype button, and I am going with. Look, I got my dog all hyped up. See, right, Jax? Tell him. My number 1 pick has to go to The Nice House on the Lake. It's finally back. This is issue number 7. We've been waiting for, and he's that excited. All right. So, like I was saying, my number 1 pick, The Nice House on the Lake, issue number 7. I am super pumped for this. It's been a little hiatus, right? Since I think end or early December, I think was the last issue that came out, issue number 6. It's a 12-issue miniseries, so I was kind of surprised that James Tynion even did this hiatus. I'm not sure for what reason. I'm sure there was a reason. He's a very busy guy, so maybe it's just, I don't know. But either way, I'm very happy, very excited that this is back, and I will definitely be picking this up. Definitely the cover A. This will count towards my 3 that I'm buying for this week. Yeah, I mean, if you like horror, or if you don't know what this is about, I definitely recommend checking it out. It's weird because it's a DC book, but it kind of reads as an indie title. It doesn't have any of the DC characters or anything like that. And it's just kind of something, James Tynion has kind of created. And also shout out to the artist here, Alvaro Martinez Buenas. He's been, Bueno. He's been fantastic as well. Yeah, it's essentially this group of individuals, some friends, some knew each other in some weird way. They all get invited to this house, a nice house on the lake, through their friend Walter. And they find out that as they all arrive at the house, basically the whole world dies. I mean, a lot of it. I mean, literally like burns, like they were talking about like Twitter going silent because like people in the world are essentially dead. And yet somehow, for some reason, they are all fine. But the catch is none of them can leave. And they find out that Walter is not quite of this planet. And yeah, so we still don't know much about him, at least from reading up to this point. But it is super dark and also just very like witty. The dialogue's fantastic. I'm really enjoying the characters. I think there's like 12 characters altogether, and each issue is kind of like fleshing out some details of a specific character. And I'm really, Tynion's doing a really good job of just having me care about a lot of them. My favorite one so far is the comedian, who I think was issue 4. 3 or 4. But anyways, fantastic stuff. Really funny. The comedian, I should say, is really funny. But the series itself, very dark. And I just, love the tone, love where it's going. And we're back now with this hiatus, being gone now. So very excited for that. Let me know in the comment section below what your thoughts were of this so far. And will you be picking this up, issue number 7? Is this on your list? Is James Tynion the man or not to you? Let me know in the comment section below. But anyways, that is going to be my number 1 pick of the week. The Nice House on the Lake, issue number 7. Again, these are my top 5 books that I'm looking forward to most, and I'm curious about yours, or if you have any recommendations or anything that you're reading that's not on this list, let me know in the comment section below, or in the premiere chat right now. Don't go away yet. I also want to talk about my cover buy of the week. Every week I talk about a book that I'm just like, yup, gotta have it. Literally going to buy that. That's going to be one of my books that I'm picking up physically for the week. And I actually am going to rewind here because I'm going back to the Dark Knights of Steel, that issue number 5. Gotta go with, let's see, this is the B cover. Joshua Middleton is my cover buy of the week. Look at this thing. This is so beautiful. Everything just from the layout of it, the coloring, all of it. The fades of how, like, each head of each character is kind of faded into the next. You got like this, I don't know, this dove also there. I have to have this. So, and that's how it was for the last one, the Joshua Middleton cover. When they come out with issue number 4, I believe that was my cover pick of the week too. The Harley Quinn one with the little instrument and all that. So, yeah, really good stuff. That's gonna be my cover buy of the week. Let me know in the comment section as well if you if you cover buy, because sometimes we just can't help it. We have to have it, But that's it. That is the list for next week. New Comic Book Day coming out March 2nd, 2022. My top 5 picks. Let me know what you think. And again, thank you to everyone in the premiere chat right now. Appreciate all of you. Make sure you smash the like button on the way out. And until next time, I will talk to you later.